During this step, we will be upgrading our existing version 7 software to our new version 8 software, and then we'll quickly have a look at the new directory structure. Now, I have downloaded the latest version 8 release 8026 in this home directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip it. Then I will extract the tar file. That will create a Dbvisit directory. I will go to the installer and then it will have install-dbvisit. We will invoke that. Okay, so we are going to give our Dbvisit base directory, and we're going to give it the same as where our current version 7 is lying. So we are happy with that. You can see that it's indicating that version 7 is already installed. Remember, in version 7 there was no dbv agent. So from here we will go and choose one to install, and then again we will choose one to install the core components. This is my primary server for the setup of dbvnet, so I'm happy with that. My port for dbvnet is 7890. My remote host, which will be my standby host, is dbvlab03. The same port will be used for dbvnet on the standby side. And here I will enter a little passphrase. Make it something easy and keep it the same across the board. There's a summary of the dbvnet configuration. It says that the host I'm on, it says it as a local host. That's primary. That's standby. That's the ports. And that's my little passphrase. So I say continue. Now we are going to install the agent. The agent is required if we want to run the central console, the GUI. So we're going to set it up here for the agent, and it is for this server, the primary server, which is dbvlab01. So we're going to enter. The port for the agent is 7891, and the passphrase I'm going to make the same, kiwi123. You'll see that we only set up the agent for this server. Once we do the installation or the upgrade of the standby server, we will do the agent on that side. So we'll press enter. And it has installed the core, dbvnet, dbv agent, and then it says that dbv server is still on version 7. Just to give you background on this, in version 8 you don't have to run the dbv server on both servers. You can run it only on one server. This server can be either the standby server, which is recommended, so in a case you have an activation disaster, your standby is going to become your production, so you want your central console to run there. Even a better option would be to have a small little separate VM, Windows, Linux, and have it installed there. Just for completeness sake, we are going to install version 8 on this one. So I'll choose one, and then you can see dbv server is 5. And we'll say that it's correct. We are on dbvlab01. That is the port 4433. And yes, it is dbvlab01. That's the summary. And this is an indication that we are now running on 8026. Let's exit here and go to as you can see, we've installed all these. We will go and do exactly the same on the standby side. So I've downloaded my zip file. I'm going to unzip 26.zip. That I will extract the tar file. That will create a Dbvisit folder and then installer, and I will issue install Dbvisit. Again, my base, we want to keep it the same, USR Dbvisit. It picks up that there's a version 7 installation, great stuff, but we want to install version 8, so we say 1. We want to install core. Core consists of standby, Dbvinet, Dbvagent. Again, Dbvisit base, we're happy with that. Remember, we are now on the standby server. My standby server, the local host I'm on, is dbvlab03. So I'm happy with that. The port. Then the remote server from this side again, if I want to communicate to the other side, I want to communicate with dbvlab01. I want to communicate with the primary. The port 7890, and here we will give it a little passphrase again and make it the same. Okay, then we need to install the agent. The agent is for dbvlab03, the standby server itself. We've already installed it on 01, so I'm happy with that. 7891 is the port, correct? And then the passphrase will be again Kiwi123. And there you see a nice summary of everything. Cool. We've got our core, net, agent, and for completeness sake, we are going to install DBV server, which is option number 5, just so that we don't see any references to version 7 anymore. Correct? We're happy. And there you see it. So at this stage, we've done the installation. Now, we are going to quickly have a review of what the file structure looks like. It's slightly different. As you can see, in the previous version, you only had dbvnet and dbv server. Now you've got dbv agent, dbvnet, dbv server, and then the core that you'll see. Exactly the same here. Remember, at this stage, we've got no processes running yet. We have only upgraded the software. And this concludes the upgrade of the Dbvisit standby software to version 8.